society and the world in abundance. This is the consciousness of Akshaya Tadiga. Tritiya. Is it clear? So that's also not the end of the story. Why you have to do this? Artha, Kama, Dharma. Dharma, Artha, Kama. So normal human life is Artha, Kama, Artha, Dharma. So if you live a life Dharma, Artha, Kama, then the mind will become purified, the consciousness will be purified, Chitta Shuddhi will happen, and you will be ready for moksha, Atma Dhyana, or self-realization. So that is called golden age of human consciousness. Now don't wish that golden age of human consciousness will come for everybody. If you live your life in this way, the golden age of consciousness will come to you. So this is what is called Akshaya Tadiga. No amount of buying gold will bring you the golden age of consciousness. Okay? If you live your life in Dharma, do Dana, so then everything will come back to you in abundance. So this is actually, there is a story by Buddha. Buddha tells this beautifully, the effect of karma in the life. There was one village accountant in earlier days in Vidarbha. Village accountants were very powerful people. Village accountant had a son. During that day there was no cinemas, no TVs. The entertainment program was the circus which comes to the city, Dombarata they say, where the people do a lot of gymnastics, walk on a tight rope, like that. So there was one beautiful girl who had come to that village for walking on the rope. And this village accountant's son gets attracted by her. He wants to marry her. Then he comes and tells his father that I want to marry that girl. The father approaches the father of that girl, the circus fellow, the fellow who is conducting circus, and says, my son wants to marry your daughter. Then the circus, her father doesn't agree. She is the source, she is breadwinner for me. She is taking care of my food. Okay? If your son wants to marry her, he can marry her and come with us. He can help us in the circus activity. Then the son marries her. And he goes along with the troupe to various places. They go to various cities, perform, get some money and move. They have a son also. Now this lady who is there, who is conducting that rope walk, she feels a bit egoistic. She is the breadwinner. Husband is doing work here. She always says, okay, she always addresses her husband, hey useless fellow, come here. Okay, this fellow son, a jobless fellow, come here, take care of this child. So this guy gets very hurt because he is not earning anything now. He is helping, but she feels she is very important. Then this fellow gets very hurt, but what he does, he starts practicing that gymnastics and he masters that walking on the rope. Now he is also able to earn money. He earns little bit respect from his wife. Okay, so now then again they come back to the same city after several years. They come back to the same city, Vidarbha. Again there is always announcement. In the earlier days they had to tom all the places. There is a circus, please come. So all the people come to that place to watch the circus. And this guy is very proud. He is earning some money and he is doing some gymnastics, which right, and he has come to his own city. All people are surrounded, all people are watching that gymnastics, and there is tom and tamasha which is going on. This guy is walking on the rope. Unfortunately for that fellow, at that point of time, Buddha comes into that city. So the moment Buddha comes into the city, Buddha is very peaceful, is very blissful, and he has about 10,000 students at that time. So all of them are walking silently and peacefully. That is appearing like the birds flying. It's a sight to see themselves, see all these people. A crowd is there. When it goes behind politicians, you should see some amount of noise which they make. Okay, nuisance. Everybody's head is full of noise. Whereas Buddha and his followers are full of peace. When they walk, they appear as if they are gliding. So everybody wants to watch this scenario. See Buddha. Everybody forgets this circus, Dhammarata. They go away from this place and starts watching Buddha walking. This guy gets wild after so many years. He has come to the city and he is showing so much of talent, and his own city fellows have abandoned him and gone to this monk. Then that guy shouts at Buddha and says, "Oh monk, don't you have any other time to come to the city? Okay? Don't you see I am showing some special talent and you have attracted people from me? Don't you have any sense?" That's what he says to Buddha. The Buddha looks at him and he says, "O son of an accountant, husband of a gymnast, just because you are walking on the rope, do you think you have a lot of sense in your head? Do you know what is worthwhile in life?" He asks the question. Are you doing what is really important in life? Hearing that guy just gets transformed suddenly. He jumps from that rope and comes and falls at the feet of Buddha. He says, "I want to become your disciple. I don't want any of this. I want to become your disciple." At that moment, he got enlightened. And Buddha had about 10,000 followers. They were surprised. We were following, some of us, we were following for 4 years, 5 years. Okay? And many people are not enlightened. Whereas this fellow, the one sentence of yours, one word of yours, changed this fellow like this. How come? Then Buddha tells them, you have to understand his story of his past life. In past life, both these fellows, this guy and his current wife, they were husband and wife in past life also. They lived in a city called Kapilavastu. Okay? So in olden days, they had to go from one city to other city. They didn't have hotels. They had to carry the food in the carrier. So they carried the food, and while going on the way, they saw some monks who were hungry. The husband felt very compassionate on the monks who were hungry, and he offered all his food to the monks. The wife didn't feel the compassion. I have prepared the food with so much of trouble. I have taken so much of trouble to prepare the food, and you are offering it to these monks. So, and that one act of compassion for that person changed all his karma and made him eligible for enlightenment in one word of Buddha. So this is actually law of karma. How it operates is mysterious, but law of karma operates. So whatever is happening in your life is the karmic impressions. And the good karma, action which is done selflessly, not with that I'll get something in abundance. Okay, on the Akshaya Tadika, if I do something, I'll get a lot of things in back. Not with that consciousness, but as a generally developing consciousness of gratefulness or compassion. So then abundance will come to you, infinite will come to you, which is Atmadnana or self-relation, infinity. So that is actually Akshaya Tadika consciousness. So Akshaya Tadika always reminds us of Dharma, also reminds us of selfless service, also reminds us of moksha. Okay. Then there is one more story associated with Akshaya Tadika. If human beings lost this consciousness, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati Bharata. When there is a wrong understanding of dharma, when dharma gets disappears from the human consciousness, dharma itself cannot be destroyed, but human beings forget dharma. What is dharma? Dharma is living in a rightful way, okay, living in gratitude, doing service. If that is forgotten, then Lord himself will take the birth and restore dharma. So this happened once upon a time in earth. All the kings who were supposed to protect and uphold dharma means law and order, they became corrupt. So then Parashurama was born, and Akshaya Tritiya is the day Parashurama was born. And he destroyed many of the Kshatriyas or rulers of that day and established dharma. So Akshaya also has another connotation. Akshaya means, in one sense, a consciousness which is golden, which is actually enlightenment or liberation. Akshaya also means dharma. Dharma is one which doesn't get dharma doesn't fade. Dharma is there eternally. It's called Sanatana Dharma. Dharma is eternal in nature. That eternity is called Akshaya. But if human minds understands it wrongly and implements in their life, or corruption is there in human mind, the Lord takes the birth on the day of birth to restore the dharma, which is eternal principles. So Akshaya is also applies to Akshaya. The meaning of Akshaya also applies to dharma. Dharma is Akshaya, Dana is Akshaya, then Moksha is Akshaya. So Akshaya Tritiya is all these three, all these put together. And Akshaya Tritiya is the day where Shiva and Lakshmi blessed Kubera with abundant wealth. So wealth is required for all our life. Okay, wealth is important in life. Without wealth you cannot survive, right? So you have to have a dharmic way of earning wealth. So that's what is associated with gold. Buy gold means earn your life, earn gold, wealth in a dharmic way. Live your life in a dharmic way and purify your consciousness and become eligible for moksha. So then gold also has another connotation. Right? Sadhana. This is actually is called, what is sadhana? Dana means wealth. By living dharma, your life in a dharmic way, you are doing sadhana. That itself is sadhana. Dana means wealth. What is the wealth which human beings earn? When you live life in a dharmic way, the mind becomes purified, gets ready for the jnana. So that getting ready for the jnana is called sadhana. Okay? The wealth you acquire, that wealth is spiritual wealth. The spiritual wealth is Shama, Dama, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana, Mumukshatva. These are the divine qualities which come into your life, readying yourself for moksha. So Akshaya Tritiya is about dhana. So dhana means the wealth, dharmic, earned in a dharmic way, charity done in a dharmic way, and purified consciousness which gets purified earns you spiritual wealth of Shama, Dama, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana, Mumukshatva, which prepares your consciousness for moksha or enlightenment, liberation. Any questions? Any questions, sir? Huh? What is the snake story? That is Dantera. Dantera. Our ancestors are very smart. If you tell a story once in a year, you'll forget. So every festival they keep one story. Dantera day, she keeps gold. There is a Dantera story also. So Dantera story I tell during Diwali time. Why people have to go buy gold at that time is that another story. So any questions, sir? Akshaya Tritiya is clear? Okay. Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana, Mumukshatva. So Uma is there online? There's no connection. Okay.
Is it recorded?
No, it's recorded here.